Have you ever promised yourself that you're finally going to change something in your life? Wake up earlier, stop procrastinating, eat better, start working out, or break a bad habit, and then, a day later, or even an hour later, you find yourself doing the exact opposite. And it feels like there is a force inside you, quietly but confidently, sabotaging your efforts. But what if the truth is different? What if your brain is not trying to ruin your life, but actually trying to protect you? Today, we're going inside the mind to understand why your brain starts working against you when you try to change. And most importantly, what you can do about it. First part, why the brain resists change. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Your brain doesn't care about your goals. Your brain cares about survival. For the brain, change means danger. Not because it wants to hold you back, but because anything new requires energy, attention, and potential risk. The brain always tries to save energy, so even positive changes can feel like a threat. The brain asks, is this safe? Is this familiar? Can I predict the outcome? If the answer is no, the brain activates protection, discomfort, doubt, procrastination, anxiety, or sudden fatigue. It's not weakness, it's biology. Second part, 3 systems of the brain that block change. To understand self-sabotage, we need to look at 3 parts of the brain. First, the reptilian brain. This is the oldest part. It controls survival, safety, and energy conservation. It hates anything new. It loves habits, familiarity, and predictability. And it will always try to keep you exactly where you are. Second, the amygdala. The amygdala is your fear center. Its job is to detect threats, but it doesn't distinguish between physical danger and emotional danger. So even a new habit, waking up early, starting a new project, or taking any unfamiliar step, can feel like danger. This triggers anxiety, resistance, and the urge to postpone. Third, the prefrontal cortex. This is the logical part of your brain. It wants growth, improvement, long-term results. It's the part that says, I want to change. But the prefrontal cortex is the youngest and the weakest system. It gets tired quickly. And when stress appears, the older parts take control. Your motivation simply shuts down. Third part, the dopamine trap. There's another reason, dopamine. The brain loves quick rewards, scrolling, tasty food, entertainment, anything that gives instant pleasure, but change gives rewards later. You work now and get the results later. The brain doesn't like later, it likes now. So when you try to build a new habit, your brain pulls you back to familiar, fast dopamine sources, not because you're lazy, but because your reward system is stronger than willpower. Fourth part, how to stop sabotaging yourself. Here are 4 principles that actually work. First, make the steps extremely small. The brain resists big steps, but accepts tiny ones easily. A 1% habit doesn't feel like a threat. Want to read? Start with 1 page. Want to exercise? Start with 1 minute. Small steps turn off resistance. Second, make the new action safe and predictable. The brain needs stability. Create a routine. The same time, the same place, the same action. This builds a neural anchor. Third, reduce friction. Prepare everything in advance. Clothes, workspace, tools. The less thinking required, the less the reptilian brain interferes. Fourth, reward yourself immediately. The brain learns through pleasure. If a new habit feels good, the brain will want to repeat it. Fifth part, the final insight. Your brain is not your enemy, It's trying to protect you. It follows ancient patterns that were created thousands of years ago. But now, you understand how to work with your brain. Instead of fighting against it, you don't need force. You don't need pressure. You need a strategy. That speaks the language of your nervous system. And when you do that, change stops being a struggle and becomes a natural process. If this resonated with you, subscribe. Here we explore how the mind works and how to become a team with your own brain. In the next video, 5 ways your brain tricks you every single day.